I'm Jenny Ray, the Managing Director of Management Consulted, and I'm excited to give you an intro into our editing services today. First, it's important for you to understand that there are three pathways your application could take once submitted to a consulting firm: automated, HR review, or team review. Regardless of the pathway that's chosen, you have about 10 seconds to make an impression on whoever is reviewing the documents. And that 10 seconds is the difference between getting an interview offer and being required to wait 18 months or more before your next application. In short, the stakes are high and it is worth it to invest in making sure you've got the best chance possible. There are 4 parts to consulting applications: 2 mandatory and 2 that are optional or not necessarily used in every consulting firm's applications. The 2 that are mandatory are resumes and cover letters. Even if a firm doesn't require a cover letter, we still highly recommend that you submit one 100% of the time. For the other 2 pieces, a transcript is often required, and we can't help you with that. But the 4th piece, a leadership essay, which is not necessarily mandatory in all applications, is a very important part of being able to convey how you think and work in a team. We highly recommend that you do have leadership essays reviewed. So in short, there are 4 pieces of the application: the resume and CV, the cover letter, the transcript, and the leadership essay. Where we don't help with the transcript, we do help with the other 3 pieces. Now you have choices on who you'll help get involved in this process. A resume is very personal, so a natural place to start is with friends and family or career service professionals. It's helpful to have somebody who is free and available to review your documents. It gives you a sense of what somebody from the outside would see. However, it's not enough because they don't necessarily have specific understanding of what consultants would require. Now, if you are fortunate enough to be someone who has a contact inside a consulting firm, you may be lucky enough to have them offer to review your documents. They should not, however, be the first ones to review. They should be the last. First of all, they're likely to give you at most a 5-minute overview of a couple of things that you could do to make your documents better or more specifically tailored to the firm. And second, if your documents need surgery, which many of them that we see do, you're likely to make a bad impression on them from the beginning, which will be nearly impossible to overcome. So there are 3 key reasons why you should partner with Management Consulted to help with your consulting applications. First, we offer consulting-specific expertise. We edit over 1,000 documents per year, and we've been doing that for the last 6 years. Over the course of that time, we've developed expertise on different firms, different industries, different regions, and different levels of seniority. We can help you no matter where you are in the process and no matter where you're coming from. Second, we engage you in the process. We don't just give you a boilerplate document back after 1 round of edits. We don't just give you something back and suggest that you submit it without any insights or inputs on your own. We solicit your partnership as we go through the process to make sure that we come up with a document that you're incredibly satisfied with. And finally, our editing team is the best of the best. Our team offers experience from our own insight at MBB. We've been offering consulting editing services since 2008. And over that time, our business has grown rapidly, mostly from referrals from very, very happy clients. We're excited to offer our expertise to you. We'd love to work with you. So go to our plans and pricing page, scroll down to the premium editing services. Once there, you'll have 4 options: either the basic resume and cover letter editing, or 2 value-added packages, which also include our book bundle and interview preparation. Add your selection to the cart and you'll be on your way. You start with some input from us on how you can make your documents better before we even get a look at them. Then you can send us your documents either in their current state or after you've made some improvements, and we will go through the first round of edits. We do not leave 1 word or 1 piece of punctuation untouched. After 3 to 4 business days, we return the document to you where we solicit your input for the second round of edits. After receiving the packet for the second piece of information, then we incorporate all of your insights and we deliver you a final document that's ready to be submitted to consulting firms. The entire process takes 10 to 14 days to complete. However, if you have an expedited concern, we have a 48-hour emergency service option. You should add that to your shopping cart when you're checking out, and we'll get you your documents right away. We look forward to helping you construct the best possible applications for consulting.